Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a little bit different than normal. Today I'm going to be doing a video comparing the LCD Steam Deck and the OLED Steam Deck. The reason I'm doing a video like this, comparing them, even though I'm not a tech channel and I don't plan to be a tech channel in the future, is because I wanted to give you the perspective of a casual gamer.
That's bloody
I've used
nice.
the LCD for over a year now, and I've had the OLED for probably about 2 weeks now because my mom gifted it to me for Christmas. So I've been able to use both devices, and I wanted to give you my perspective. So hopefully I can help you make your first Steam Deck purchase, or help you decide if upgrading to the OLED is really worth it for you. Let's talk about the biggest difference with each of these devices: the screen. The OLED has an OLED screen, a screen where each pixel can individually change color and light itself, offering deeper blacks and just more vibrant colors, whereas the other Steam Deck offers an LCD screen which uses a backlight to light each pixel and just doesn't have as deeper blacks or vibrant colors. The OLED also offers a 90Hz display with HDR support, where the LCD is only 60Hz and no HDR support. After having played both Steam Decks, I definitely enjoy playing on the OLED screen more. I can tell it looks better, and I like having the 90Hz display. Even if most games I'm playing aren't at 90Hz, I can just see the difference. But for a screen this tiny, an LCD screen is just fine. Having used the LCD for over a year, I had literally zero complaints with the screen, and I enjoyed playing on it, and I don't think my experience was diminished because of the LCD screen. But if we're comparing the two, the OLED is clearly the winner, and I would pick that over the LCD, just based off screen alone. Another big change they made with the OLED Steam Deck is its battery life. The OLED offers significantly better battery life. It's 30 to 50% better than the LCD, and that's just crazy. OLED can hold a much larger charge, especially when playing games like Baldur's Gate 3, where my LCD had to be plugged in a majority of the time, especially for games like Baldur's Gate 3 or Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you're deciding between the two and you know you're going to be traveling a lot or taking this away from outlets, I would definitely think about the OLED over the LCD just because of the battery life. Not a huge change, but enough of a change that I want to mention it here, is that there is a weight difference between both of these devices. It's not by a bunch, but the OLED is 29 grams lighter than the LCD, and while comparing the two and holding the two, I can definitely feel the lightness, but while using the LCD for over a year, I never felt the heaviness or anything like that. I obviously prefer the lightness of the OLED, but it's not that big of a difference that I would suggest either one because of that. Another small change that I just personally like and wanted to mention here is that the OLED offers blacked out buttons and blacked out joysticks, whereas the LCD has this gray color to them, and I just prefer the OLED's version. I just think it's sleeker and looks nice. It also has a fun orange button at the top that I really like. Now, which one do you get? Honestly, I recommend you getting whichever you can afford. At the end of the day, if you just want a Steam Deck and you want to play games on the go, both the OLED and the LCD do just that. Having the LCD, I never had any major complaints besides the battery life. I loved it every second I used it, and I wasn't even going to upgrade to the OLED. My mom just so happened to surprise me with one. But if you have the option between either or, I'd 100% recommend the OLED. It just offers a lot of improvements that I didn't even know that I needed, and especially if you know you're going to be gaming on this frequently, I would just recommend it. It has better battery life, it has a better screen, and if you know you're an avid gamer and you know you're going to be using this all the time, I think the OLED is just a better option. But at the end of the day, both the LCD and the OLED are great devices, and I would suggest either one. Which one you get solely depends on your budget and also what kind of gamer you are, whether you care a lot about the 90Hz display or slightly better performance, or maybe just the blacked out buttons. There's a lot of minimal changes between them, and I'll link some videos in the description going into more nitty-gritty details of each of these devices if you're curious about the inner specs. But that's my opinion of the Steam Deck. Honestly, the LCD, the OLED, whichever one you buy, it is going to be an amazing experience, and I hope that this video helped you make your choice, and if it did, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and maybe hit that subscribe button.